people to get in. Yeah, I think stream should be up. Yeah, I'll double check, but
yeah, I'll double check real quick.
Yeah, it is. I'm just gonna have it on in the background for if any comments come in. But yeah, welcome to the finale of Season 3, Tier 3 for Cone Racing, or the Cone Racing League. I am your host, Jay Horty, with a special guest, Big Ben. Hello, Ben.
Hello, hello.
Me and him.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, mate. How are you doing?
I'm great, mate. I'm excited for tonight, I can't lie.
Yeah, me and Ben getting a taster of comms for this. I thought I'd bring Ben along, fellow academy driver. Right, yeah. So, same as normal. Forster's already won the title, meaning all to play for is constructors, which, if I find it here, I'm going to send you the table as well, Ben, of how it currently stands. Merc are 20 points clear of Racing Point with 1 round to go. Obviously, we won't necessarily know who's won it because of how Tier 1 and 2 goes, but where are you?
Nice. It's going to be close. Tight battles all round this season for each tier.
I'll be chucking it in afterwards, helping Nathan out, saying Racing Point got this, Merc got this, pretty much, so we can figure out who's won constructors quite quickly, but Tier 1 will finish afterwards, obviously. Yeah. Oh, it's dry. Actually, I need to find out the weather, because as per, I like to find out if it's going to rain.
Cloudy today.
It's looking cloudy so far, but you never know.
Got 19 drivers on track today.
Oh, I've seen I've seen a message in the group chat in the Discord which I won't repeat. Ah, it's a wet race. Ha!
It's wet.
Yeah, entertainment.
Oof. That's gonna be interesting. Because I don't know, it looks dry right now. So
yeah, they've said it's a full wet race. Wet setups. It might not be the highest.
Yeah.
It still won't be slow, but it won't be the quickest times of all.
Let's see who.
Well.
We'll see who sticks it out first then.
Heavy rain for the race. Who's out first?
Got Royal Viking and the Williams about to come out on softs, I believe.
Yeah, let me just get fitted tyres for slap. Perfect.
Yeah, it's dry right now.
Yeah, I assume it would be dry for all of qualifying and then get wet in the race. Because it doesn't look like it's going to rain
100%.
anytime soon. So
yeah,
very excited to see what will happen. Royal Viking is a reserve, I believe, in Tier 3.
He's not full time.
No, South African driver.
Okay, yeah. I remember racing with him. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Raced with most of these guys on track.
Yeah, I've raced with quite a few.
So you got Royal Viking.
Well, no, Royal Viking's coming in as a full-time driver at the back end of the season, I think, as he invalidates.
Okay.
So, Craig go out as well. What I figured out with these lot is they're very slow to come out in Q1. They all take their time, pick their moment, but
yeah, I mean, I guess none of them might not have been expecting a full wet race. So
yeah, trying to find setups. Get
your
Google out.
Prepare the setup, so they got to do that now, which it looks like most of them are doing.
Yeah, I think also waiting for a bit of track acclimatization. Obviously, wait for the track to get a bit more rubbered in, but
people out on track, so not too sure. Champion
from what last season was
by nice.
Royal Viking starting his flying lap as well, coming through turns 3 and 4 now before
Lap time on the softs there.
on
The
soft,
Q1.
especially if he's running some sort of wet setup.
Yeah, and he's the only driver that has set a lap right now.
Yeah.
Warriors just crossed the line with a 1 minute 27.5. It's decent. It's about 1.1 seconds slower than Royal Viking.
Yeah. Obviously, everyone's just getting banker laps in and
Yeah. It looks like he is pushing again.
Deluxey, who was on pole last week in Monaco, spun during the race. He's won in Hungary, then was pole in America and Monaco. Span in both, so he'll be hoping for a good result tonight, especially if he wants to help Racing Point win the constructors. Coming through Maggots and Beckett's now.
You have Craigo coming round the last few corners of the sector 3.
Purple with the seats for Deluxey as well.
Coming around the last few turns smoothly.
See what Craigo gets as he crosses the line for a 26 flat. Now Deluxey through the final corner. He does a 125.3, instantly putting a marker down alongside Royal Viking, who put a 25.5 in. He else is quick killer in the Ferrari. He's a reserve. Running a bit wide at Maggots and Beckett's, getting the DRS open now. Probably won't be purple window sector, it's not. Is that Infinite
Liverpool
Glory?
fan setting a 125.6. It's pretty decent from him.
Decent lap early on. Obviously, track's been a bit cold as well. Wait for times to sort of drop.
Yeah.
Quick killer now across the line, going to be a 26.1 before Infinite Glory, who then goes faster on a 25.3 as well. Who's next? Faker, who's coming round up to the chicane now for the penultimate and final corner, the double right-hander here. Up to the line now, it's going to be a 26, it's a 26.6. Any of these drivers going again? No. Alright, so who's on the first on their out lap? Let's get nice and prepared. It'll be Dat Roland we'll be looking to go next.
Yeah, you got Dat Roland, JD, Paradox. I remember I used to struggle with that name.
Yeah,
I said that right.
Yeah. He's currently second in the standings for what they're sort of fighting for one last time out in Monaco, obviously, and now sort of cementing his place in third in tier 3 for now.
Yeah, so the standings from 2nd to 10th, we've got Paradox, Marconi, Freefall, Draper, Craigo, Infinite Glory, Deluxe, Pereiro, and Faker. That is the top 10 for tier 3.
Yeah, obviously a Forster out front who's won it.
Quite tight.
Yeah.
As well, Freefall's had an amazing season, starting from academy, going up to 4th in tier 3 is pretty impressive from him.
Yeah, very impressive. Pierre as well, who was in the academy.
Yeah. I reckon if he started in tier 3, he could have battled 4-star for the championship.
Definitely. As that Roland invalidated going through Maggots and Beckett, so we'll get on board now with Paradox, last week's race winner. See what he can do. Leon put in a time of 25.8 as well, which we didn't catch. I think Draper's just getting his DRS ready to go again, possibly. But Paradox now up to DRS. Will he go purple 362? He won't. No one around him. His teammate coming to Maggots and Beckett's now. We'll see what Paradox can do. Up to the chicane. And the final right-hander. Will it be a 25? Just 25.7. We'll now get aboard with his teammate JD, who's coming through the final 2 corners. Up to the line now.
Not a bad lap. Paradox.
So, yeah, not a bad lap indeed. 26.3 from JD. Anyone else out? Panda in the pit lane on medium.
Maybe he's looking to take a medium run. The optimum strategy.
Yeah, maybe
Just
what use them now.
You
Save
started
your
on
softs.
mediums. You started on mediums as well on Monday, didn't you?
Yeah, he'll go if he's going to start on mediums. Have to do it in Q2, obviously, won't he? But maybe he's trying to save a pair of softs off almost. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe he's trying to go for a quick lap on them.
Be able to get through on those mediums and then use the softs later on. That Rodin now coming through Maggots and Beckett's already invalidated last time. Up to the DRS now. Is it purple? No, it is a purple middle sector, but what we figured out is Codemasters likes to lie quite often about what purple middle sectors are and aren't, so we will see.
Yeah, I really don't like Codemasters. They've been horrible this year.
Yeah.
Worst.
And with EA taking over next year, it's only going to get worse, so...
Yeah. I hope it's better than this one.
Yeah, hopefully Up's fine words. Anyway, that Roland, 26.5 across the line. Get on board with Draper now, who's coming up to purple sector 1, coming up towards the old start finish before Cops now. Cops obviously wants to be taking flat for optimal lap time. He does, keeping the foot in. A few more people starting their flying laps as well now. Stay on board with Draper through Maggots and Beckett, so... Oh, that's an invalidation from Draper. Who's next furthest round?
Warrior Huntsman. I'm watching him. It said he's gone through purple sectors, but I don't know if it's the game or not, but he is pushing.
Up to the line now.
Improve on his lap time.
He does by 5/10, keeps him at the foot of the table for now. I believe it's McConey who's just come through Cops up for Maggots and Beckett's now. Unless it's... That Roland is no, he's invalidated. So we'll get back on board with McConey, who's currently third in the lead Mercedes as it stands, but his teammate is fastest of all as it stands. So McConey will be looking to get in amongst with his teammate.
Got McConey, coming round now in the Mercedes.
Up to the line, does a 25.9, not a bad lap at all.
Yeah, that's a quick lap from him.
Ooh, forced the championship
Definitely
leader.
has proved his pace throughout the season.
Podium last time out in Monaco as well helped him force the championship leader. Does a 26.7, Jacko a 26.9. Panda apparently has gone purple on medium through the middle sector. We'll see when he comes over to cross the line.
Let's have a look. Panda. Currently in Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
That is who we're fighting for in the Constructors' Championship for third. AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo.
Not a bad lap to be fair on mediums, 26.1. The delta is around just over 5/10. So that'd be a 25.6 would put him right up there along with the top 3 and 4. As it's Mr. Freefall, man we spoke about earlier, was in the academy at the start of the season. See what he can do. Up to the line now, a 26.8. I know he was struggling earlier when I practiced with him, so maybe just trying to get the feet warm.
Yeah, maybe it might be the setup.
Yeah, maybe a wet setup.
If it's going to be a full wet race, there's no way I wouldn't see these drivers putting on dry setups.
Yeah, there's no point going for quali that much unless his forces going again quickly. Right on the final 2 corners. He'll definitely be improving here. 25.8, purple third sector puts him up 7th. That's a lot more comfortable for the championship winner. Jacko will be swinging in. Everyone's on an in lap here, so gives us a moment of rest. As Craig is actually in an out lap, so we'll get on board with him. As well as Rizzle Sticks, who's further round, so we'll stay on board with him actually in the McLaren. The sole McLaren tonight, as his teammate is not here tonight, Mr. Piero, the man who also jumped up from the academy. A good luck in the chat from Mr. Nathan, head of Mercedes, giving a good luck to the Merc boys. As Rizzle Sticks looks to go now.
Trying to get the best exit he can.
Yeah, trying to make sure the tyres are nice and warm. Now coming up for turn 1. Nice and flat, don't cut too much, he hasn't,
Yep.
slight lift.
Perfect amount of curve there on the first turn.
Yeah. As Infinite Glory retires from the pit lane from first, I think he knows he's safe.
Yeah, I mean, really, the top 10. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I think
We've
anything
still got
sub
Rizzle,
25.
Draper to set a lap, but depends if the bottom 5 can all push and get a quicker lap, then maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, it depends. I don't know.
Actually, quickly, where's Panda? Because I believe he's gone again on those mediums. Maybe take an extra lap to bed them in, but we'll stay on board Rizzle 6 for now, because I believe he was up on his time. So stay on board Rizzle 6 through Cops.
I think Panda's pushing again. He's got purple second sector on my screen. So
A few more drivers, they've all come out now.
on the 26.1.
All purple with the sector for Rizzle Sticks. A yellow flag for a Haas. Right, the old turn 1, 2.
Panda's gone 25.8, which puts him in P8.
Very good on mediums. I think that's almost the range where you're fairly safe.
Yeah.
Rizzle 6 now up to the line, does a 26.1, puts himself 14th, not necessarily safe. Who's furthest round on their lap now? Krago, who's invalidated. Panda's slow. Liverpool fan up in this. I believe it. Jacko? We'll say on board with Jacko actually. Currently 17th. He needs to improve to get himself out of Q1. The Alpha Tauri driver.
3 laps old tyres, so
yeah, likes
he's
to
gonna want to do
use.
this lap and bring it in.
He likes to use his tyres quite a bit, does Jacko. I've practiced with him quite a bit, and he likes to wear his tyres in. He feels he can get more out of them after a couple of laps, so we'll be seeing that from him now. Is he down on his time? He is purple middle sector.
Yeah, he's gone purple.
Once again, absolutely no faith that that's actually purple. Not out of his own ability, but out of the game.
Make sure to not exceed track limits, which the X37 Pro used to be the king of penalties.
Still are. All P16 he's not safe.
Yeah, Jay Wills took that from me.
Nah, only sometimes. I didn't get any on Monday, thank you. Anyway, Warrior Huntsman, he's looking to improve now. Is it Draper's further around, so get on board Draper. As it stands, Jacko is out in qualifying 1. Purple for Draper in the middle sector.
Yeah, I was wondering about Drake. He hasn't set a lap yet, so I don't want to give him the commentators personally. He's going to want to put
It's got to be now or never.
Yeah. Because I know a few times where I've messed up on qualifying.
Yeah.
Like, last few minutes, haven't set a lap yet.
Oh, he does set a lap right on the bubble though.
Oh, it's 15th. So if that Roland looks like Jacko's pushing again, 4 laps of softs. But obviously he's in 17th position, so I don't blame him. He's got to push to the max to get where he wants to be. Got Warrior.
So that Roland's first on his lap, then it's
I don't think he's
Jacko.
pushing no more. Yeah, I think he's going to be starting in 18th, but we'll see what he can do. You never know, he could always pull it back from the back of the grid.
Indeed, that Roland now up to the line. Will he put himself safe? The Hungarian driver, he does up to P10. And as it stands, Draper is now out, but he is improving as well. Jacko's pitted, that's him done.
Got 3-4 in the lap now. Fresh softs. Can't puck up once.
Here he comes.
26.8.
26.1 speed, purple with the sector. 5 temps down.
He's most probably improved on his time.
He needs to take off for another 2 temps or so to be safe. The Renault driver up to the chicane now, left, right before the final corner. Lovely run.
Ooh, he swings a bit wide, but he doesn't
he's not invalidate. Yeah,
doesn't invalidate.
He's out though. The Renault driver is out. What about Draper? Is he out? Draper puts himself safe.
Ooh.
What about Warrior Huntsman? He's backed off.
Quick Killer takes 15th.
He's safely through.
But free fall and Rizzle, that is so close. I mean, if free fall didn't go wide, then definitely would have beat
from
the time, I reckon.
P13 to P17, all within a tenth. All within a tenth. From Faker and P13 down to Freefall are actually all within, what, 600ths? Something
Yeah.
around that sort of mark. That's
It's tight between them drivers.
so when you're racing at what you seem to be your peak.
Yeah.
Those little
I
mistakes.
do believe does Quick Killer go out because there's only 19 drivers in the session?
No, as Quick Killer's
I don't know.
AI has absolutely punted Paradox on my screen, lost on front wing. I don't think he does. I think it will just be the bottom four from what I can remember, because I've had sessions before where we've had one person go out.
Yeah.
As we wait on Warrior Huntsman to get pulled into the pit lane. There he does. So there it is, Marconi and P4, that's a good result for him so far for the Merc. And that is your bottom, yeah, it is the bottom four out. Rizzle Sticks, Freefall, Jacko and Warrior Huntsman. If you look from that, Freefall running wide probably cost him, what, maybe a tenth or half a tenth?
Yeah. He could have got 15th. He could have beat Quick Killer, but I think it just wasn't his day today in Britain.
A long way to go, yeah. Obviously, if he's running a wet setup, might give him the possibility of having that extra bit of pace in the race, which he did in Austria. He qualified down the back. That was one of my first commentaries, Austria. Had a wet setup, qualified down the back, came flying through to about P6, so hoping to replicate that probably is Mr. Freefall.
I mean, yeah, because it's going to be a wet race. We don't know what's going to happen, so it'll be an interesting one. People that start at the back can still turn it around. They got
long way to go.
Yeah.
Go onto YouTube, find those Jarno Otmir wet lines and
that's you, innit?
in between sessions quickly, but if who's going out here? I believe it is Craigo. First out. Liverpool fan and Panda out on mediums. Panda out on a set of, is that the used mediums? Because it says 0 laps old, but I want to see.
No. Yeah.
But he shouldn't have fresh mediums unless he's picked harder.
I don't know. It might be the game.
But yeah, once again, it might just be because it's the first laps on this session on them.
I don't know, because he used his mediums Q1, so then and you only get a one set of mediums.
And if it's going to be a wet start, what's the point on qualifying on mediums?
I don't know. That's confusing.
I mean, I guess Liverpool fan might be thinking the same. Get a banker in on mediums.
Yeah.
And then save an extra pair of softs, but. That's the anyway.
Craigo first out anyway.
Yeah, Craigo, then a Williams. Or
stay on board with him.
Yeah. So a few of them in a bit of a queue there, coming through, like Maggots and Beckett's to Cops. And if you're right at the back of that with all the dirty air, you might not be the happiest driver in the world.
No, I remember when it was Britain and I was quite close to you, and it was wet qualifying.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? Dirty air.
Yeah, I was just slipping all over the place.
Anyway, here comes Craigo on his flying lap. Up to turn 1 now. Playing around the 50-metre board. Bit of curb. Oh, as he corrects it. Bit slidey through there, but corrects it.
That was a drift there. I'm going to have to clip that still.
Yeah, nice little drift.
Yeah, no, man, he kept it well, though. He kept it well.
He did indeed. As he gets the DRS open now in this lovely Haas up to the split. Obviously, it'll be purple now.
Craigo, stands in 6th at the moment in driver standings with 159 points. So
not a bad showing.
Yeah. He's 6th.
Yellow flag in sector 1. That's JD who went off at turn 1/2. Craig had to lift slightly, I think, there through Cops as he started to run a bit wide. Into Maggots and Beckett's now. Needs to be using a bit more of the curb there.
Yeah, I think so. Craigo is 7 points behind Draper. Ooh. So, a close battle between those two.
Yeah. It's been a bit of a scruffy through Magnus and Beckett's, from what I could tell anyway. Probably could use a bit more of the curb, on the power a bit more, but only a banker lap for now, I guess. See what he does up to line. Is it a 26? It will be a 26. 26.6. Who's next? Faker. I saw someone in the gravel. It's that Roland, I believe, was in the gravel. Deluxe, he goes crease on a 25.3. That
Roland just rejoining the track.
As
Going
Royal
back into the pits. Didn't look like he had wind damage, but he might have had some.
I think he just crossed over into the gravel.
Yeah. Alright, so we got Deluxe coming through on the line, 125.3.
Ooh, Royal Viking has spun and crashed. Panda goes second on those mediums, 26.2. We'll stay on board with Panda here, but Royal Viking spun and crashed. Right out on the right hand side over there. And with his time only being a 43.7, which, put nicely, isn't the quickest, I expect we'll be seeing him out. Obviously, if he somehow still gets into Q3.
Unless someone doesn't set a lap in the bottom 5
or the bottom
now.
5. But even then, even if he somehow makes it through, he won't be allowed to participate as JD does a 2:13. So, I mean, that's not actually beating his time right now. But that is from Paradox, 25.3, very close to Deluxe's time. Good time from him.
We've got Faker, 126.4. And we've got JD
Craigo, by the way.
2:13.
Yeah, Craigo improved to 26.3.
I think he made a mistake on that.
Yeah, I'd hope so. For his sake, I'd hope so. That's quick killers invalidated here and comes into the pit lane. Through Magnus and Beckett. DRS opened. Purple middle sector. Oh, JD's gone.
He's out. He's crashed.
Pops.
Yeah, just before Maggots and Beckett's.
Yeah, on the right. I assume he lost it through cops and went.
Yeah.
Liverpool fan goes second. Very good lap that on mediums, by the way, from Liverpool fan, 25.7.
Yeah, was it with a great lap?
Oh, as if Glory goes on the 25 flat 25. On side.
Yeah.
Was it with if you set a poor? Was it with if you set a poor banker lap, you then spin on the next lap? What is it with?
I have no idea.
Craigo in.
Yeah, we've got Liverpool 5/10 quicker on the mediums than Panda, so Liverpool's just showing some pace there.
Yeah, Panda
maybe
now putting a pair of softs on. I believe Panda's putting a set of softs on now just to make sure he's through. Leon's starting a lap. Over the curb, lovely run over the curb through turn 1 and through turn 2. What's turn 3 now? Well, someone else has gone off. I think that's Liverpool fan, maybe just running wide to make sure he's out of the way. I don't know if he's actually spanned. I'll get on board with him quickly. Yeah, I think he's just on the grass trying to get out of the way. He may have spanned slightly on those medium combine tyre. Anyway, Leon, purple sector 1.
Yeah, smooth quarter from Leon there. Looking like a strong lap.
Be up to cops now. Can get it very wrong here. Turning at the 50-metre board. Downshift into 7th gear there.
Yeah, do you downshift or do you take it flat out 8th gear?
I can take it flat 8th gear most of the time.
That's what I use. I mean, don't know, it might depend on the setups.
Yeah, true. And in the race Monday, I downshifted into 7th and gave it a slight lift just to play it safe.
Traction.
Play it safe. Make sure I had the traction, no slipping.
Yeah.
Leon now up to the double right-hander to finish. Very good lap from Leon. Up to line 25.6. Not a bad lap indeed from Leon.
Coney coming round. About to set a lap, I believe.
25.7.
Going 6th fastest.
That Roland will be next.
Forster still in the pits. Draper coming round as well.
Yeah. That Roland's at 26.4.
Yeah, that's a decent lap time from him. Putting him ninth, but he's still in the danger zone, so he's
Yeah,
going to want to
definitely.
set another lap or come out again.
Forster
So
loves to leave it late.
yeah, definitely Royal Viking and JD are out for Q2. Unlucky for them, but they can always bring it back. Got Forster coming out the pits. To coming now through sector 3.
Draper coming through sector 3 indeed, up to quick right-hander. Get the power down again nice and early. Quick killer also on a flying lap from P15. He hasn't set a lap time yet. Forster loves to leave it late in Q2, only leaving it normally for one run. Has come back to bite him at points, but I mean it seemed to have worked across the season because he's champion. And by the way, Draper goes 7th on a 26 flat. Panda, who set his time on a pair of mediums on an outlap as well, so looking to improve. Quick killer through cops, nice and clean on a flying lap. Slight lift off and then a touch in the breakthrough there. Back on the power. Oh, invalidates over the grass. Very sloppy mistake that one, and that's a good middle sector as well. As he looks to maybe warm tyres, look to go again. That rolling in. Draper on another lap. 500ths up through sector 1, but can easily improve throughout the rest of the lap. Turning 50-metre boards, 8th gear, nice and flat through cops. DRS open now. Purple middle sector is for him, 1/10 down on his time, looking at a nice bit of chunk of improvement here. I believe it's Force looking to start his flying lap in front of him. It is Deluxe retiring from the pit lane. He thinks he's done enough, and he probably has for now. Draper now up to the line. Will he improve? He does by about nearly 3 attempts. Keeps him P7, but enough to probably see him through. Panda on a flying lap now. Craig on in front.
I'm looking at that Roland and Faker right now, and as you can see, just to the times, it's really, really tight between them. So if Faker can put in a good lap, he may be able to get top 10 if Roland doesn't come back out.
Indeed, and even then, if you can improve by enough, then someone like Craigo just doesn't improve on their laps, it also helps you to be that driver and not to go out. But here we talk about someone who looks like they are going to improve. It's Panda up to the line, 25.8. I think you'd say he's probably safely through on that. Let's see what Forster... No, it's Quick Killer next. Then it's Forster.
So we've got Infinite Glory at the top. Deluxe is retired from the session, so he is waiting until Q3.
Yeah. I believe that was in the pit lane, so I think he's feeling safe.
Top 3. About 3 tenths from each other. 4 tenths. Yeah. Then you've got the top 4.
Forster's looking to go now. I believe he took an extra lap to warm up his tyres. He's looking to go now. See what Forster does. Didn't run ERS, just put it on now. 28.1 obviously is a banker, not great, but obviously looking to go now is our champion. Paradox retiring from the pit lane, so I'm thinking he's done enough, probably listening in and thinking the boys think I've done enough, so he thinks he's done enough.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm a 4-star right now. He's just relaxing, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously we want him to win that constructors, but
yeah, of course, he still wants to push for that because it is tight. But he has got a first purple sector, so it does look like he's pushing hard, and he will have another shot at doing another lap if he makes a mistake this lap.
Drapes has retired in the pit lane, 25.7. Forster actually made a big enough of a mistake for him to want to back off last time round and go again, which he has done. And then, so now as he comes up through Magnus and Becky, it's nice and clean. Bit of a breakthrough there, and a bit of a breakthrough there as well. Some people you see just lift for the first bit and then brake harder for the second bit, as he's 1.8 seconds up in his time. Viking has left the session. I don't know if that's a lag out because I believe he's playing from South Africa. So, Forza not safe as it stands.
Ooh.
Anyone else going again? That Roland going again. As he invalidates, I've jinxed him. Commentator's curse. As I'd get to him,
Forza needs to be 2/10 ahead. Sorry, 2/10.
Yeah.
Get in the top 10.
Look at Panel, who improved through Sector 1. He's a bit on the bubble as well. Probably wants to knock off another 10th or so. Maggots and Beckett's now. On the DRS and on the power. Purple middle sector, he's down by another 2/10 or so. Warrior Huntsman has apparently left the session as well. Get that sorted. Panda now up through the final corner, looking to improve. He does to a 25.4. That is safely through for the man from Wales. As I will look to send out some invites. As Quick Killer pulls into the pit lane, that's his session done. How about Forster? He's looking to improve. Who else has improved? I believe it's Crago jumps up to 5th. Forster, has he improved by enough? He has to put himself P5. He's now safe. Draper's on the bubble. Quick Killer's on the bubble. That Roland's improving. Will it be by enough? What about Faker? One 10th down this time won't be enough as it stands. Quick Killer is out. Draper will be out if one of these two drivers can improve by enough. That's really wide from Faker. That's him out of the session. What about that Rowan? He's not invalidated. Could be close for him and Draper. Needs to probably drop another 6 or 7 temps or so. He runs wide. That's his session over, and that is the bottom 5.
Yeah, unfortunate for that Roland, but Killer and Faker.
Yeah, him and Faker both ran wide at the same point, didn't they?
Didn't go their way. Q2.
But yeah, if you want to, as you put into the pit lane, you can retire just to save us all about 30 seconds.
It's an interesting top 10 though.
Very interesting indeed.
Can't wait for the race.
Yeah, especially with all of these now. It'd be interesting to see if Infinite Glory is on a wet setup and he's putting a 25 flat. That is a great lap time on a wet setup, as I'm going to get some invites sent out because I believe I saw some people lag out.
Where's Royal Viking not back in?
Don't think so. I'm going to just drop them invites in case. I think it was him and Warrior Huntsman both needed invites. But I'll send them both invites in case. Actually, I'll do it after this because I quickly want to show that's our top 10. Draper, Leon, Liverpool fan, McConey, Crago, Forster, Panda, Paradox, Deluxey and Infinite Glory, meaning out is Quick Killer, that Roland, Faker, Royal Viking and JD. These obviously probably quite upset with themselves thinking they can do better, but obviously it's not how the cookie crumbles at the end of the day. And
yeah, it's a tight top 10, 7/10 gap from first, so it's very interesting. Pace is very similar.
Indeed, and obviously varyings in setups will be probably quite key here in terms of obviously who's running what.
Yeah, it depends as well whoever's practicing the wet more as well, because you got to prepare really, because you don't know if it's going to be wet or dry.
True. From what I've seen, it starts heavy and then gets lighter as it goes.
Yeah. So you reckon full wet to the start?
From what I can see, yes.
Okay, well it's
In the
been
chat anyway, because I need
lovely,
to...
sunny, clear clouds in qualifying. A beautiful day in Britain.
Indeed,
Smelling the
indeed.
flowers.
Yeah, those pandas out first. A man who's used to smelling flowers in this league from the amount of times he trips over the grass. But he can name all the different types of flowers you see at an F1 track as he comes out of the pit lane. Full wet for
Yeah,
45 minutes, says Mr. Freefall. Well, that just sounds like 45 minutes of great entertainment. What a
yep,
way to end the season.
indeed. Of course. It'd be nice to see if we can have full grid finish in this wet weather.
Not to doubt their abilities, but I don't think so, just because full wet Silverstone equals no grip.
Yeah, I mean, drivers will struggle. I struggle in the wet all the time.
It's a big test.
It's because sometimes the setups just ain't right, and 1 minute with the car the back end's just gone.
Gone, yeah. Bit almost like what Kvyat did in real life last year, where he went off. I think we might see someone go at Maggots and Beckett's a bit like Kvyat did.
He clipped that sausage curb though, didn't he? It was in the dry.
Yeah, true. If you clip the sausage curb in the wet, it could be all sorts of spins.
Yeah, definitely.
This Panda looks to be the first man to start a flying lap. Hopefully no one coming out the pit lane will get in his way. It doesn't look like they will. So Mr. Panda looks to get going now, crossing the line. One of the Mercs has gone off round the final corner. Panda gets the DRS open. It's Infinite Glory went off round the final corner. As Panda now looks to come up towards Cops. Get nice and wide, turning at about the 50-metre board. It does turn in, keeps it flat in 8th gear. Bit of a shallow break into it, and then again for the right-hander of Moritz and Beckett. It's now DRS open, 1 minute 2.1 middle sector. Up to the line now for Mr. Panda. What's it going to be? Is it going to be a 25? Might be even be, yeah, 25.4, not a bad lap. As Leon now comes up to the line. .7 puts him second. Deluxe over with invalidated time. Who's next? It will be Mr. McConey, looking to help out the Mercedes outfit for the Constructors title tonight. 25.8, slowest of all so far. Infinite Glory next. 35.9, but he had a spin at the start of his lap. Liverpool fan next? Yes, Liverpool fan is next. Up to the final 2 corners now. Final corner now. 25.4 puts himself second behind Mr. Panda. Paradox in. Unless Panda's going again, which he's not, it'll be Deluxe next across the line. DRS open now, behind that race point 101.9. Should probably put him. Indeed,
Second sector. Looking strong.
210. Ooh, he's coming to the pit lane. I think he made a mistake on that right-hander, and then has decided to abandon.
Wasn't worth going around another lap.
Yeah, that's what you got to think is it worth another minute and a half?
Yeah.
And he probably has enough confidence to think that he'll be able to just put one lap in and smash it.
He'll probably have enough to do 2 laps, to be honest.
It's if he has the tyres, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
Which is something we haven't done in a little while with tyre management due to not have, we've only had single session qualifying. There's Infinite Glory goes just on a 25 flat. Great lap from the Mercedes driver. Love to see it if you're someone like myself. Here's Drape's now up to the line, 26 flat. Is that Panda on a flying lap? It is. 10th down
Looks
through
like
sector
it.
1. Through Copse, foot down. Didn't look too sidey, nice and planted for the Alfa Romeo. He's been in about 6 different cars this season as Mr. Panda, as he's been in... Oh, as he invalidates.
We've got Draper on a lap. Coming through the first sector. Actually, no, sorry, just entering the second sector. Trying to improve on his 1 minute and 26.
Yeah, if he wanted to knock off probably half a second if he wants to be up there in the top 5 or 6, which he'll probably believe he can do. Here comes Draper up to his sector 2 split.
Infinite Glory, P1, 25 flat again.
Very good lap. As when you Draper's up by a 10th, which obviously isn't ideal if he wants to be trying to get himself off what he's in to the pit lane. Who's furthest run on there? It's Paradox. Yeah, all out on that laps. Paradox will be first across the line, then Krager, then the 2 pink Mercedes, the Racing Points. Paradox now up to cross the line to start his flying lap. Last week's race winner. Be wanting to definitely cement his place in P2 this season. Nice and clean so far, no back end loss. Through there, DRS open, we're coming up to his sector 1 split. Will it be purple? It isn't. 26.9 isn't purple. He may have enough time to go again if he can save the DRS and save the battery, go again afterwards. Up to Copse now. Slight shift down and a lift for Paradox. DRS on now. Purple sector 2 for Mr. Paradox. As long as it's a clean final sector, he should be seeing himself on the front row provisionally. Obviously not knowing what the others are doing right now. But it's looked nice and clean for the Red Bull driver. Up to the line now. Is it going to be good? It's good enough for the front row.
Ooh, 25.3. That's quick. Impressive lap from Paradox.
Definitely. As Krago now looks to be next.
Coming through the final corners now. See what you can set.
Up to the line. 25.9. Who's next?
Oh,
it's Deluxey. Who seems to be the faster racing point of the two so far. Will he keep that? Puts himself pole 25 flat exactly. Ooh. Exactly a 25 flat. Forster with a 26.7.
As you see Infinite Glory coming out and outlap looking
straight
to
away.
beat that now.
Straight away.
As soon as that come up, outlap for him.
Yeah. Forster, I think, was now going to go again, 26.7. I assume he's backed off and is looking to go again. But a bit of a clumsy start to this lap. He's backed off, might look to go again a lap after this one. And your Nelson a flying lap. Marconi, Leon coming up across the line, improves by a tenth, not enough to move him any positions. Paradox, no. Deluxe might be going again. Great insight, I know, but stay on board with him for now. I want to see what his split time is before we quickly flick to Craig and Marconi, who'll be looking to cross the line and improve. Is it purple? It's not. He's up in his time, so we'll get on board with Craig, who's invalidated. So we'll get on board with Marconi. What's his split? As he invalidates as soon as I go on to him.
Yeah, he went a little bit wide there, coming out of Maggots and Beckett's.
Yeah, Deluxe, and that's his qualifying done.
Refill with CRC.
So go on a lap with Infinite Glory here. The man who needs to improve by 600ths to take pole away from Deluxe. Or just over 600ths. Paradox retired from P3 with a 125.3. DRS open for Infinite Glory. Let's see what he can do. He's up on his time by just under 800ths through sector 1, so easily can make up enough time to gain that back. Up to Cops now. Stays in 8th gear, nice and flat. Maybe, oh, he invalidates. That's his session over on the exit of Cops. Get on board with Crago in front then. Maybe the slight bit of dirty air. Purple sector 2 for Crago. Maybe the slightest touch of dirty air, make him run wide there. But
all the Liverpool fan invalidating in Maggots and Beckett's.
Very popular spot for invalidation.
Currently.
Yeah. Crago now up to the line. He improves to P6. What did Infinite Glory actually do? He didn't improve, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, Liverpool fan invalid. Who's next across the line then? It is Forster. Let's see what the champion can do. Obviously looking to improve. He does improve to P9, not a lot of an improvement. Panda. Let's see what he can do. He was in pole in Hungary, I believe it was. So let's see if he can do it again. Here he comes up to the line. Sticks at third. That's a very tight top three, all within a tenth.
Bloody hell.
He will be happy with that lap after. Told me Silverstone's the easiest place to spin, so expect to see him in with the grass. And then look at him now, P3. Actually, let's talk about Draper. No, he's invalidated. Crawling over the line, love to see it. Doing a bit of a half spin. Yeah, Marconi's engineer's putting him in pit lane, meaning that is the end of qualifying.
That was an interesting Q3.
Indeed, so I'll run you through our top 10. Deluxe on pole by 600ths to Infinite Glory to 700ths just over for Panda. Next is Paradox, 3 tenths back. Liverpool fan, 4.5 tenths back. Crago, 4 tenths or 4.6 tenths back. Leon, Marconi, Forster and Drapes rounding out the top 10, all over 5 tenths behind Deluxe. And what a lap from Deluxe, exactly a 25 flat. Very nice lap indeed.
That is the perfect lap, you must say.
Yeah, it is the rain. Yep. Here is the rain.
It is a classic
British day.
Sunday morning in Britain. Oh god, this is gonna be crazy. Let's hope there's no safety cars for the first 3 laps.
First couple of laps, yeah. Obviously, quickly to run it through the... Oh, who's ready up? Is that Roland's the one who's going to get slandered in the chat for readying up early?
Yeah, I got that 5-second penalty in Monaco.
Yeah,
he wasn't happy with that at all. But we move on from that. And we're off for the formation lap.
Is anyone going to run wide?
Conditions.
Wet.
Yeah,
To put it simply,
conditions are looking tricky.
Everyone on wet tyres.
For wet. All the drivers
there's your pit stop
trying to heat up the tyre as well.
Yeah, actually, if we get on board with the leader here, see if we can to take a bit of a pit, because sometimes you can kind of see what their tyre temps are like.
Yeah.
If you can almost see close enough, which you can't. Also, some of the drivers you can see as I flick through on the telemetry, they've got that little yellow fuel light on, obviously where they've taken quite a lot of fuel. Oh, someone's gone off. It's Rizzle Sticks has gone off on the formation lap at the old. That's not the pit lane anymore, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Whilst we're talking about formation laps, Ben, you're slightly known for formation lap antics.
Yeah, couple, but yeah, we move on from that as well.
As Deluxy is weaving all over the shop to try and get those wets up to temps. And obviously whilst they're weaving, if they're all just arbitrarily driving around, there'd be a bit of a dry line for me, but there's not, just because they're all sort of weaving side to side, trying to get the tyres warm.
A lot of spray from the cars as well. Very wet. Very, very wet.
Yeah, very typical Sunday in Britain this, as Rizzle Sticks would have to jump back into P16 quickly on the grid.
It's looking like a full wet race.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if it gets. I'll be surprised if it's dry at the end. From what I've seen though in the chat, it might get to intermediate conditions at one stage.
Yeah.
Trying to see if anyone is a ghosted car. I don't believe they are.
You gonna start at the top of the grid?
Yeah, I'm gonna find a nice camera angle.
Who's gonna look at any action at the bottom?
We'll have a look at the front for now. Depends where we can get a nice camera angle, to be honest. Oh, this looks alright from Panda.
I'm gonna start with 2, me, man, 3,
4. 5 lights out, and away we go. And it's very tentative from everyone. Oh. As Infinite Glory looks to have jumped into first, or is it Panda? Panda leads them away, and some of them run wide, not surprisingly, but Panda leads the way from the front.
A lot of run wide.
Any damage?
It is looking...
Oh, there's a spin, I couldn't tell for who. Craigo span.
Yep, Craigo has gone.
Panda's pulling away in the wet as it stands. 7 temps clear already.
Very good start from Panda there. Jumping
P3.
into first. Rizzle Sticks one's wide. Oh, and he gets knocked! Oh my god!
Oh, is he out? Who's that with? Craigo?
Rizzle got squeezed by JD trying to rejoin the track, and it sent him straight into the wall. That is very unfortunate for Rizzle Sticks.
He spun on the formation lap, and he's gone in lap 1.
Yeah,
That's his race.
I don't think that was his fault though. It was just. I think as JD was passing, it was just a little bit too early.
Yeah, maybe tyre's just not up to peak temps just yet. As the VSC restart, obviously we don't know when this goes out, so you just got to tell from when they most likely.
Panda at the front. He's looking set. He looked like he's got strong pace in the wet.
Great start.
Right behind him. Still got the top 3 in the top 3.
Just slightly different order. They've all moved now.
Yes.
Panda looks to bolt.
Switched.
Green flag racing. No drive-through penalties from any of them. Well done to get through that no drive-through. Obviously hard to judge the delta, probably especially in the wet. Oh, is that quick killer's gone?
Leon. Went wide. Our Jacko squeezed him a bit coming around the final corner.
About 12 of them all in one little gap.
Yep. They're all still running though.
As my timing sheets are nice and messed up. Ooh, I think that's Freefall running slightly wide there. Goes down the inside now
Yep.
of that Roland.
Side by side, we got Leon off the track. I don't know what's happened to him.
A lot of ghosting going on as well.
Yeah, I'm not as most probably Code Masters.
Yeah, that's fair. But here we go. Looks like see everyone coming to here. No moves as of yet. No. So what we're going to do is we're going to get back on board with the lead of Mr. Panda.
Yep. Got Liverpool fan
forced to
sticking with the top three as well.
He is as well. Paradox sort of slowly dropping off now. Force lost position to Quick Killer as well. These two look to be having a bit of a battle from what I can see. Jesus, as I look there, that Roland gets past Faker into Cop's corner. They're so bunched up from Quick, Killer backwards.
It's interesting. We got our Jacko 11 positions up, by the way. Amazing start from him. Draper up 4. That's decent. Unlucky for Krager and Leon. They've both lost
big
11
losers
positions.
here. Not fully off the pack yet though.
Yeah.
But the man who's probably had the best jump of all is Panda. Got into the lead by turn 1. It's a great sign. You couldn't really tell because of sadly the rubbish camera angles for turn 1. It looked like Infinite Glory was at the front for a bit, and then Panda looked like, I think he just went round the outside of all of them. As Drake sets the fastest lap on the wets, 42.8.
That is a decent lap.
Because Leon's into the pit lane. You won't be wanting to make too many stops round here, with it being the slowest pit lane of the year.
Oh, we got side by side.
Yeah, Paradox and Infinite Glory.
Infinite Glory, yep.
No damage on either of them. Great to see.
Behind.
I think you got a bit of a twitch on the Infinite Glory. Now Draper's going to have a look.
Oh.
Is Infinite Glory kind of moves?
Oh, he's going to dive down. And
yeah,
he's made it stick.
Slight squeeze, but all's fair. By the way, Liverpool fan passed Paradox as well.
Yep, Liverpool fan up in 3rd, doing well for himself, starting in 5th position.
Yeah, Deluxey here up behind Panda. That's not the greatest line through Cops, obviously due to Dirty Air having to break a bit earlier, get a nicer line. Now having to use that, a bit of that ERS, which not many drivers will be using.
And Faker going side by side through Cops. None of them making contact and making it all through.
Quick Killer as well, right up behind Jacko here for P8. Looks to go right around the outside, but Jacko says no. Now let's see if Quick Killer can get close enough to Jacko. He can't for now. What about Freefall on Faker? But Faker's going for a move on that Roland. That Roland moves across to shut the door, which now leaves Faker vulnerable to Freefall. These three having a lovely little battle for P11. Liverpool fan sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Let's get on board with Deluxey quickly, who's right up behind Panda again. But with the rain and the dirty air combined, it doesn't make overtaking the easiest.
That Roland had a little wobble coming through the final corner and lost the position to Faker.
Oh, but he looks to go back down there as well.
That Roland has lost his end plate.
Has he?
Yeah, he's struggling. He's got free fall on him. I think a bit of contact.
He has lost his right end plate.
Yeah.
Faker stays in front for now. Freefall will be wanting to get all over the back of that Roland now. But that Roland is still probably looking forward at Faker. Oh, as Freefall looks for a gap. Oh, as that Roland gets a bit out of shape, he's now turning that Alfa Romeo into a lawnmower. As Freefall, has he got damage? Because that Roland sort of lost it coming across him. Did Freefall get damage?
No, Freefall is fine.
No, he is fine. But he's not fine from Royal Viking. He's gone down his inside at Cops, who he's got damage on his left end plate as Royal Viking.
That was a nice move from Royal Viking there. The top P12.
Cop seems to be the corner of choice right now for overtake.
Yeah. We've got Quick Killer overtaking our Jacko.
I was going to say a DRS overtake, but it's not. It's just a straight line speed overtake.
Yeah.
But Jacko using the ERS and now back down the inside of Quick Killer. No, a bit of a half lunge from the Alpha Tauri driver. Championship leader, 4-star up behind both of them. Paradox now saying the fastest lap. Is it whoever's in P4 sets the fastest lap this race? Is that how it's working?
I'm not too sure. We got Liverpool is setting it. Is a lot of the top guys are really got the pace in the wet.
That rolling in with damage. Faker in from the AlphaTauri as well. He's in.
Yeah, top 6 all staying within each other. Panda's sort of pulling and then going back down to 5/10. So it's going to be close.
I think it's almost any time.
Mistakes.
It's almost any time Deluxe gets close to dirty air mixed with the rain. There's almost this buffer shield for Panda. So it could all be down to the pit stop phase now for who will stay in front.
Pitting for intermediates, and I noticed Leon pitted for intermediates.
Gone fastest of all. So maybe it is time for inters.
Maybe it is right choice. I mean, the rain looked light.
That rolling out on wets, Faker out on inters.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a dry line forming, so maybe it is time.
Yeah.
But what it might be.
You
go.
Made the wrong choice, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see in the outcome.
But as I was about to say, maybe it's time for a Deluxe to overtake on Panda. He's right up behind him. Got his ERS open now, right up behind Panda. Is he going to go for a move? Panda doesn't really go defensive, but Deluxe he pulls out of the move. Is Panda going to pull himself into the pit lane? He is nice and late. He goes very late. There were 2 drivers in front. No speeding from Panda into the pit lane. That man couldn't speed if he tried. Infinite Glory in as well. Draper in, which means McConey's got to stay out.
Everyone's pitting now.
The first choice drivers, I believe, is pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Jacko, yeah. So maybe, I don't know.
Either they're choosing to come in, or Jeff's telling them to come in, but
yeah,
I have no clue.
Let's see, is Mr. Panda out yet? He's on his way out. How far round? So what's the pit lane round here is around what, 45 to 50 seconds?
I
think it's around 45, I think.
Oh, it was 30. I'm not too.
I think it just, it might be low.
Maybe it might be 35. I don't know.
It might be. I can't quite remember. But because I'm gonna see this lap, obviously, I'm expecting to see the leaders all come in now to react.
Yeah, we've got the majority of drivers on intermediates right now.
Yeah, including Infinite Glory, who's dropped right off behind Panda. Maybe got held in the pit slightly, being, you know, first up in the pit lane. But let's see. Go stay on board with Deluxe. He's actually just set a fastest sector in sector 2.
That's decent.
Let's see what he does.
Man. Behind Leon.
He is in. Liverpool fan in. Paradox in. McConey, Quick Killer, Freefall there, the next set to go. The issue is for Freefall though, he missed the boat because his teammate's going to be in. Quick Killer stays out. Is Freefall going to go for a double stack? He might have enough time to here, to be honest.
Yeah, depends if the gaps. I reckon so.
Hasn't sped either. Warrior Huntsman as well. So let's see where Panda comes out relative to the... I think he's going to be miles ahead here. See, Deluxey on his way out of the pit lane. Oh, maybe not actually.
It's going to be close.
Panda.
Yeah, he will be.
He is past, as long as he doesn't spin here, which he doesn't. He is past. And he's got some breathing room. A bit of an undercut there has worked his way. Infinite Glory jumps Draper as well here. Faker's been a good winner out of this, as well as Leon, who pitted really early, up to 10th now. Good recovery for him. But the real loser is going to be Quick Killer, who's on those wets, and it's definitely not time for wets anymore.
No, yeah, you can see they're struggling on the wets. I reckon that's why the undercut worked. Maybe there's just not as much grip.
Yeah, and he could have come in as well, because his teammate came in a little while ago, Leon. Maybe he just wanted to, you know, lead a lap almost.
Yeah, you can see Panda's
catching
a little bit.
Very quickly. This traffic gets a 3 second time. Those wets are no longer optimal. Leon gets past McConey.
Yeah, with the pit stop as well, it's kind of split up the top 6 a little bit. We've got
spread it out.
And Liverpool fan quite close together, and then we've got Baker coming down to Jacko.
Yeah.
Battle there.
A slightly large AlphaTauri sandwich is what we're saying.
Yeah.
As Panda now gets past Killer, who's into the pit lane for some intermediates. But now Panda's just got to manage it really, who sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Let's see if anyone beats it for now. I don't think they will. Drapes does it just by about a tenth, I believe.
That is a strong from Draper there. He seems like he's pushing. He's got 6 seconds worth of penalties there. Infamous on 3, Fakers on 3. And that's for the top 10 right now.
Yeah, a few further down, the likes of Forster, Jacko, Craigo all got them. I believe that Ryan got a spin in the pit lane one as well. Even 5 seconds.
Yeah,
might have been a collision.
8 seconds right now.
But right now, it's just a bit. I don't want to say stale because there's still little battles going on, but
yeah,
I think everyone's going to be feeling out the conditions for a bit. And the man who loves the inters here is Jacko, who gives Forster a slight touch. Any damage? Let's have a look. No, I don't think it was. No damage for Mr. Jacko. Right up behind Forster. That's also made Forster lose a bit of ground on McConey. Forster gets a bad run through Cop's corner. Here comes Jacko right behind, but through Magnets and Beckett's. You don't want to be too close for the dirty air effect. As Jacko slowly drops off now. By the way, Deluxe is taking a huge chunk out of Panda's lead. Almost a second. I believe that's a new fast lap. It is a new fast lap for Deluxe, but Liverpool fan smashes that then. 38.9.
Yeah, all these drivers are pushing hard as they can. And everything seems like, oh, and Infinite Glory's gone! And he's gone into the wall! And his tire's gone! I caught it at the right moment! Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
And has that put the Mercedes... put the Mercedes constructors into a bit of disrepute now.
But at the same time, for Racing Point.
For Racing Point, they're ecstatic.
Oh, no. I mean, that could have been the moment.
That could be the moment it swings for Racing Point when one of their drivers in P2, green flag racing against the VSCNs. One of their drivers in P2, the other one in P10 with the sole Mercedes in P9. And that might be the Constructors' Championship sliding away from Mercedes, going towards Racing Point, unless there's some almighty accident for Deluxey or Forster. For probably Nathan's sake, probably Deluxey.
Let's put Faker up into 5th. Paradox is in 6th, slotting behind. Got Leon, Quick Killer,
Paradox right behind
to round up the top 10.
Yeah. Paradox right up behind Faker here. Might be able to, if he gets the ERS on, which he does, bit of a back end loss though, for exit and Maggotts and Beckett's. Will he be close enough to Faker to justify a lunge? Oh, a bit of a, closes in, has the overspeed on him, keeps going. Oh, back end loss though for the Red Bull.
Too much power on that corner.
Yeah. Bit eager on the throttle, which now brings Leon from behind involved.
He just needs to take his time, and when the moment's there, just take it.
Yeah, pick your punches is the phrase I'd like to use.
Yeah, it's a good phrase. Because now look at the time from that mistake. See, Faker's
dropped off Leon right up behind him now.
Paradox does have the pace, and as of that, Leon is pretty close behind Paradox as well. So
Leon got more rubbered inters as well. 6 lap. What's that? 4 lap older inters mean they're a bit more rubbered in.
A bit more warmer. So might be a bit stronger.
Also, this pace from Deluxe is immense. He's well and truly closing up on Panda.
Yeah, it's looking close. It's looking tight.
But Panda hasn't used much ERS. I'm pretty sure the ERS that he has used is just like the
Yeah.
him just ticking over, whereas Deluxe's pushing it a bit. And maybe as he starts closing, Panda now might be thinking it's time to start using the ERS. As he puts it on now, so is Deluxe. But if Panda can almost keep Deluxe here at arm's distance, whilst making him use his ERS and Panda can save it.
Yeah. Just say, Prego passed his teammate Warrior Huntsman through Paradox. No. Oh, it's Corpse. So yeah.
Who goes?
Prego there.
Yeah. Oh, as Paradox gets it. Oh, he gets it wrong again through the right hander. Bit not as bad this time. Still a bit twitchy. Still enough to keep him right up behind Faker, but enough to keep Leon in the fray as well. As Deluxe is now within, which it doesn't really matter as much, but is within a second. So this is the battle we will be looking at, unless Leon can get within a couple more tenths.
Free fall and Royal Viking going side by side for the last corner. Free fall getting the move done, I do believe. Oh no, they're going side by side. First corner, free fall is just ahead. I do believe he's got the move done.
I believe maybe Viking, maybe just using his brain there.
Come back.
Yeah.
We'll see how his exit is.
Side by side through turn 1 is not the, especially in the wet, will probably not be the nicest.
Yeah.
In the dry, it's not too bad, but
it looks like free fall's got the pace. He is keeping with him. As we got Deluxe
cruising up behind Panda.
Yep,
the only
right
way to put
gearbox. Right up his gearbox. 6/10. Gonna be an interesting battle.
Panda as a biased Mercedes driver, take him out. But as a commentator, let's have a nice battle, lads.
It's as you said earlier, the ERS, Deluxe is on 50-60%. Panda's still got
pretty much full charge.
Yeah, so he's got the chance to defend and keep the position.
I wonder if he will defend, or if Panda just knows Deluxe is quicker, I might as well let him go. As an experienced racer, Panda might just think, I'll let him go. But as a winner, surely Panda's got to think, now I want to lead. I've led since the start. I want to lead to the end. 14 laps to go.
Last race of the season, it has to be done.
Yeah, it has to be done, obviously. It's not like he's got anything to fight for, does Panda? He's not using his... Oh, now he's got the ERS on as he gets into 8th gear. As he goes... Takes it quite nicely, actually, to be fair. Deluxe now... See the altering lines here. Deluxe almost a bit deeper through the corner, a bit wider. Or there's...
JD hits the wall on the start finish straight.
Yeah. And
he got damaged. But Roland sitting in 17th place right now with the fastest lap.
Won't be getting the extra point as it stands though, if he stays P17. As Panda gets a bit loose through Magnus and Beckett, but actually helps him gain a bit of time back on Deluxe, who gets a bit of a twitch on, who's now using his ERS. Panda is as well, but Panda has pretty much double what Deluxe has, as that running gets past JD over the minor positions, obviously with that damage making it a bit harder for JD to just get the power down. This is also bringing Liverpool fan into the battle here. The more these sort of batter and figure each other out, Liverpool fan can just cruise up behind.
Yeah, he's just slowly catching while Panda and Deluxe are battling it out.
And back to this battle as well over P5. Faker holding off Paradox and Leon as Freefall gets past Warrior Huntsman, is it? No, they're having a bit of a side by side into this right hander. Freefall nice and wide.
Freefall goes wide.
Will he dive it? No, he doesn't. Oh, but Deluxe is going to get past Panda here, I think. Side by side. Coming down to this left hander.
Who's going to get it done?
Will Panda just force him out here? No, he won't.
Still got the inside.
Panda runs a bit wide.
It's the exits that matter. And this is amazing racing.
Deluxe gets a better exit, but Panda's got the ERS to come back if he wants to. He might just stay going through Koch and then look for Magnus and Beckett.
Yeah.
But Panda has the ERS to come back with later on. Ozzy goes a bit deep into Magnus and Beckett's, which will now bring Liverpool fan into the fray. Cruz right up behind him, and now Panda is slowly starting to lose a bit of grip on this race, but Panda now looking to get back at Deluxey.
Yeah, it's a good move from Deluxey. Took the chance when he had it. It's paid off
Definitely.
good.
Panda being respectful, leaving in the room, which many other drivers may not have done, may have just forced him out wide, just force him out.
Yeah.
And now here comes Liverpool fan.
Luxey does have 3 seconds worth of penalties, so
Ooh, that is true to remember.
he does
There's a
want
yellow
to
flag in
push.
sector 1. Who is that? It's JD, I believe, has gone off again through turn 1 and 2. And
Yeah,
he
he
is
looks
a lap
struggling.
down. Yeah, has he come in for
9
his damage?
seconds.
He has, he's just come
No.
out of the pit lane, I believe. Yeah, 0 lap hold into, so he's just come out the pit lane. Maybe that was what the yellow flag was for, trying to let people through.
Maybe.
But a lap down now, and excluding any
Yeah.
crashes, that will be him out of the points till the end. Someone who is in the points and battling though is Royal Viking up behind Warrior Huntsman. I'm going to get on board Warrior Huntsman. Royal Viking's a bit laggy on his screen as he comes up behind Warrior Huntsman, maybe looking to go round the outside, similar to what Deluxey did. Not close enough to do it though, looking for maybe a bit of a switchback, can't quite come off for him.
Got Paradox right on a gearbox of Faker coming out of Magnets and Beckett's right now.
Talking of
Looking to
gearbox, he's got the gearbox glitch as Mr. Paradox, where it's just spamming in the top of 8th gear, or all the gears he's going through, which it obviously isn't for him,
I
but
haven't got that on my screen, but
yeah, it's not fun. Happens once a
it is
week
annoying,
for me.
isn't it? Yeah. If we've got a battle for 5th here, Leon, Paradox and Faker.
Yeah. Let's try. No, it's still the same. This is. We'll leave it for a couple of minutes. As Royal Viking gets past Warrior Huntsman, as I did say earlier, they were battling. He does get that move done. Meanwhile, we'll get on board with Leon, who's behind Paradox, and can see both Paradox and Faker. As Krager gets past Jacko, as Jacko runs wide and Freefall gets past as well for P12. And here we see Liverpool fan now, looking to maybe size up a move on Panda.
Panda's got a lot more ERS to play with.
Yeah.
70% as Liverpool's down on 6%. So really does want to save it. Obviously he doesn't know he has that much, so obviously he's just trying to get that overtake done.
Yeah, Liverpool fan not looking the quickest out of some of the traction zones. And I was going to say, I wonder if it might get slightly dry towards the end as Deluxe sets the new fastest up of the Grand Prix.
It's been like rain, so maybe it might dry up for a few laps, and like Hungary on the Academy, where it's about 4 laps on the
Draper comes into the pit lane off 8. He's definitely can't be in for a pair of dry tyres, not this early, so another set of inters. Maybe he wants to try get a new fresh pair of boots, or maybe a front wing change as well. Yeah, front wing change for Draper in the Williams. Should have some more pace compared to some of the drivers around him. We're on slightly older inters. As Leon, is he shaping up a move on Paradox? Is Paradox shaping up a move on Faker? As Paradox goes a bit deep. Quick Killer's also latched onto the back of this here as well. This is really annoying because I want to be on Paradox's point of view, but his engine sound is just horrific. Three of them, right? Quick Killer's dropped off slightly as well, but
yeah, he's there though. He's there.
Yeah.
They're all so close together.
Oh, as Leon gets his snap on from behind Paradox, get on the curb, put his foot down, bit of a snap. Sees him drop off. Oh, there's Fakers in as well as who's that? Leon in. Are they all Fakers sped into the pit lane?
Oh.
Leon hasn't. So it'll be a 5-second penalty for Faker. Are they going for another set of inters? Maybe trying to be...
Yes, I would think so. It's still raining a bit, so...
Is that dries? Please don't tell me I've seen...
Dries.
Okay, no, it is inters.
No,
I thought...
inters.
Yeah, I thought I saw a pair of medium tyres coming out of Leon's garage and I was like, what? No, it's not. Anyway, Liverpool fan now. The new sort of closest battle. A few drivers actually in now. Maybe they're all... Maybe the inters are going off slightly. At the extended range. Leon's were a bit older anyway.
Most probably. We'll see our Panda on 10 laps of intermediates.
Yeah,
The
maybe
Luxy
we'll
on
see
9,
him.
Liverpool on 9. Most people on 9, 8 laps or 10 laps, so...
With only 9 laps to go.
Yeah,
If
we
you're
might give an
someone
advantage at the end.
Yeah. It does look like the
Mate,
sun's starting to poke through. If you get on board with Panda, coming almost
Yeah,
towards
look-
sector 3, it looks like it's drying up slightly, but the rain's still falling, so
Yeah, but
might be
if it
right
does
at the
dry
end.
up, if it
Right
does
at the
dry
end.
up, then it would have been a mistake for all the drivers that have just pitted to pit, because then they've just
Yeah.
lost their position, and they'll have to pit on the softs again.
Indeed,
So,
indeed.
So I guess let's just hope for them it still rains.
It still rains, yeah.
Gain that
And even then,
advantage.
will they have enough pace on the freshings compared to the old ones to
Yeah.
almost outdo the older inters? Anyway, Liverpool fan up behind Panda now. And obviously, we don't really know too much about tyre deg with the inters. Because we only did them in qualifying. We only used them in qualifying, so you just use them and throw them
Yeah,
away after
and-
almost.
I do believe France was that wet race.
Yeah, Austria it rained a little bit, Hungary it rained a little bit, but nothing
Yeah,
substantial.
like 2-3 races, yeah. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
We've got Liverpool fan on the gearbox of CRL Panda right now. Really trying to make that move. He saved up a bit of VRS.
Yeah, Panda's
Using
still
it to
got
the max.
loads left.
Yeah.
Whereas Liverpool
and
fans
it's
doesn't.
just- Yeah.
Panda runs a little wide there on Cops. Don't think it would have been a warning. I think he just kept enough of his car off on the track even. But
We've got that Roland with the fastest lap, 1 minute 37.8.
won't be
Which
keeping
is-
it as it stands though, sadly for him.
Yeah, it's about 3/10 quicker than Liverpool's fastest lap, which was the
Or was that
fastest
Roland
lap.
Proust to
That Roland
37.6? Obviously got the pace.
He's pushing,
Just-
yeah, he's on 2 laps of intermediate,
yeah.
so obviously they've warmed up. And yeah, he's just pushing really, just having fun with it.
See if he can,
at the
yeah,
back.
at the backs, maybe be able to catch up, get a point. Which would be a nice way for him to end off his season. Obviously, you probably want more. So there's a
Yeah.
yellow flag in sector 3. It's JD again. It's gone off. He's taken the cut through, letting the leaders go. He's now,
Yellow flag we got. Oh,
yeah, it's JD.
Yeah,
Went off. He had to come back through almost on a cut through.
it's not been his day today.
Not been his day at all. Lap down to around 4 star, I believe it is now. Anyway, let's get on board with Liverpool fan.
Faker spun it, I believe, on the last corner.
He's managed to
He's lost
hold
a
it
few
if he
positions. He's got 14 seconds of penalties as well, so that's not good for him either.
did. You'd know about having that many.
Draper's
So-
down with 12. Royal Vikings got 8. Dat Roland's on 9. Got
JD's
Faker,
on
so
15.
Warrior with 3. Jacko with 9. Free Fall 6, Prego 6, Free Fall 3, Quick Killer 3, and Deluxe on 3 as well. Deluxe has got a 6.8 second gap to Panda, so if it stays the way it is, he should be taking the race
He should be fairly safe, yeah. And knowing that in, I believe it's tier 2, there's only one Merc driver as well in tier 2, it might be that this result for Deluxey up front is what brings it home for Racing Point. He's had a few spins this season as Deluxe that have almost cost him chances of being up there in the championship. Very quick driver on his day, just not had the rub of the green at points. So
yeah, I do believe as well. It's still wet, it's still damp, but I do believe the rain has stopped falling.
Yeah,
so
the rain has
there's still
stopped
6 laps to go. So the track
if it can
could
dry out quickly,
laps.
It might be worth
pit
for dry. Maybe at the end of 22 it might be.
But
Or is
depends
Jacko's the man that's in? Is he in for dry?
Depends what lap you pit. Because you got to pit just at the right time. Because if
He's
you
picking the right moment.
Or a lap late, you lose so much time.
See what Jacko does. Jacko's putting on a pair of the red branded soft compound tyres. I think that's still too early, but
yeah, there's still a lot of spray on the track.
Friends with Panda, Panda might have given him the call saying, "Get those softs on. How do they feel?"
Yeah, no, he'll be struggling for a few laps there.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, I think he's already, because you come out on that wet line and he's not looking. Oh yeah, ooh, bit slidey.
Got Liverpool still in the back of Panda.
Yeah, I bet the Panda's hoping it dries up.
Yeah, we got Free Fall behind Craigo.
That's Free Fall gets another 3 seconds.
We still got Warrior, Huntsman, Faker, Leon, Draper, all together coming through Nuggets and Beckett's now.
I wonder if you're Deluxey, let's say it dries up at the end of next lap, enough for dry tyres. Do you stay out? Let's say Panda's pits before him as Warrior Huntsman gets, I think he's had a bit of a half spin, has lost 3 positions.
They'll stay out. If it dries, Panda and that will catch him, and if he stays out in Inters, and they'll catch him in the next 2 laps easy, and he'll probably bump down quite a few positions.
Obviously, I was thinking due to the long pit lane entry, obviously, you never know, but I think it won't get dry enough just towards the end. It might be literally the last 2 laps might be dry enough, at which point everyone might just stick it out on those Inters just to almost save, because it's a long old pit lane obviously.
We'll see though, because I mean pace on softs compared to Inters, you catch up a lot through corners. Yeah,
Jacko's still the embodiment of softs aren't ready as he drops behind that Roland, who's now gone and got his point. That it's definitely not dry tyres yet.
No, a lap or 2.
Another lap, yes. End of 23 might be the one. We'll have to see. Obviously, you can still see there's a lot of spray coming off those intermediate tyres off of Panda. If you look from Liverpool fans' point of view, so. Also, let's have a look at Forster. He's up behind McConey here.
Yeah, these two have been close all race, to be honest. Forster trying to keep within McConey. Both got great pace. Obviously, McConey outpacing the champion so far.
Yeah, so far at least. Well, let's have a look. Talking about pacing, Liverpool fan right up behind Panda. And the spray looks almost worse. That's a bit of a cut. The spray looks worse through Sector 1 compared to Sector 3 doesn't look as bad, which I think that's just where the sun's poking through a bit more. But Sector 3 doesn't look as bad, whereas Sectors 1 and 2 look a lot worse compared to Sector 3. As Freefall gets, or his side. Lovely move for the Scotsman. as Panda now looks to pull away. Is Deluxey going to be in? I don't think he will be. No.
Nah, I think another lap.
Another lap again.
It's
Yeah, that dry line
patches.
is, it's off that racing line
it's
wet.
wet around it.
Yeah, so if you come off that racing line, you're in the mud, is a phrase I'd like to say. You're in the mud.
Yeah. Most of the drivers were quite apart.
Yeah, but
Except for
times
a
are
few
coming down.
drivers.
Panda's just at his personal best of the race, 38.4. For a best sector 3 win. As, yeah, they're catching Jacko now.
Yeah.
And Jacko on the softs is the
I'm on board with
epitome of...
Jacko, yeah. The car won't even turn.
Yeah, as soon as you
Struggling,
get
man.
off that dry line, there's no grip. As Freefall and Craig are having a little ding dong here. Into the final corner. I think Freefall's cleared in now. But let's have a look at Deluxey. How's he looking? Other than the fact he just looks nice and comfortable out the lead. He's got his ERS back. And yeah, still so someone was bit twitchy there, but I think it won't. It'd be quite nice if last lap that's the crossover where you have to put the dries on. But will we get that lucky? Will we get that lucky?
Yeah.
JD in for softs now. Who else? Warrior Huntsman in. He's put another pair of Vinters on. Well, that's slightly interesting. Is JD's now crawling.
He had wing damage.
Maybe indeed. Sure. I know he was battling, so every possibility.
It depends. I'm not too sure how old his tyres were, but there are only a few laps left to go. It's not going to be much point in pitting unless it's pretty bad wing damage. Unless your tyres are about to blow.
Yeah, indeed. As Liverpool fan still hasn't been able to get past Panda. Panda's held him for the last 12, 13 laps.
17 laps is
ooh, that's a bit of a corner cut from the front. Yellow flag in sector 3. Who's that? It's Jacko. He is out. Is that? I think that's coming. I think he's done that in the pit lane. Coming into the pit lane, he's gone. Enough's enough.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's fair enough. Obviously, he put this on the wrong time, but it's down there with quite a few seconds of paid.
Yeah, worth the gamble. Here comes Liverpool fan, by the way, who's been right up behind Panda quite a bit, and was up within about a tenth. Yeah, I think you obviously need to be so much quicker at certain points to be able to get past, and I just don't think they're almost evenly matched at points due to just that dirty air effect.
If Liverpool can keep with him without using his ERS, and then just one moment just take a better line, get a nicer exit, and just use all the ERS he can to get that position, and then try and keep Panda behind.
Yeah, and Panda, one of a few drivers not to have a penalty as well. So if Liverpool fan does get past, then Panda can just keep it on the road.
Yeah, Panda, he will get the position back anyway. So I mean,
obviously,
Liverpool
don't know what his warnings are like. Quickly, we'll quickly have a little look. Panda's. Ooh, 2 warnings in the last 2 laps.
Yeah.
So one more warning, he'll be having a penalty.
You can definitely tell he's pushing.
Yeah, just to stay in front, starting to burn some of that ERS, and it's looking like Deluxey. He's having a field day out at the front here. It's now literally just taking the point pretty much now that it's not even dry enough, I don't think, even to consider it still. I think another 5 laps or so we'd be having a question of, is it time to pit?
Yeah.
But it still just looks too wet off that racing line. The Liverpool fan goes deep into the first corner in sector 2. And again here. But gets a better run on Panda. But Panda's got the ERS to burn, which Liverpool fan doesn't really have to battle with. And will Liverpool fans end the season off? Just think, you know what? Let's have a bit of fun. Sling a move on Panda.
And just dive from it straight for the move. But sometimes, isn't it? It's a risk because you could end up spinning it
backwards in the
I
wall.
mean, both coming back off the track and you regret doing the move.
Indeed,
You always got to be cautious.
Yeah, and I think Liverpool fan knows he's got a certified podium there.
Yeah, either way, just keep at bay.
Indeed, and well, we'll get on board with Deluxey now for a little bit on this final lap. Obviously, not had the rub of the green at points this season, but has, you know, come back to fight through 2 wins right down towards the end of the season. And to be fair to him, I don't know if people know this, but I've been talking to him about with some of the admins. No one since I've been commentating has won from pole position. So will he be the first to win from pole? It looks likely. We'll quickly actually get on board with Freefall and Crago, who are really close. They've been battling all the way home. And now on the final lap, as Leon sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, he's right behind both of these, and we'll get both of them on penalties as it stands. Oh, Freefall gets a bit wide there, but I don't want to miss Deluxe being the last person to win a race for season 4. So as he comes down the hanger straight now, before I think it's Stowe this corner is the right hander, I can't remember, into this right hander. Run up to cross the line on the Sir Lewis Hamilton straight. Here he is. And to win the final race of season 4, it's Deluxey the German. Crosses the line to win in Silverstone. A bit of a weave over the line. Panda's looking like he's going to hold on and get a podium interview that he's been wanting since I've been a commentator. He's been telling me he wants an interview. He's going to get one from P2. Liverpool fan in P3. But now, as Leon's got in between Crago and Freefall, he'll get both of them with no penalties compared to their 9 each anyway. But here they come up towards Stone, I believe it is. Forster's got past McConey up to the line. Oh, and McConey gets him back on penalties.
I do believe Deluxe will bump up to maybe 5th or 6th from...
Oh, as Leon sends it on Crago into the penultimate corner, gets past. And now will Freefall get past him? No, he won't, but Leon with an absolute send gets past.
What a move.
What a move. As they all look to cross the line now, waiting on Viking, that Roland, who showed some real pace at points, if I can get fastest lap up. Not too far off the fastest lap himself at points, held it for quite a stint in that race.
Yeah.
And Royal Viking out of round the final corner. Just didn't go any of these drivers' way, sadly. Royal Viking, that Roland Warrior Huntsman, who I believe left or lagged out at one point to cross. Yeah, there we go. That Roland to be the last man to cross the line for Tier 3 Season 4 from P14. And wow, what a race! Freefall driver. I don't know about that one. But Ben, before the drivers come, I'm going to get you to christen your driver of the day to go up for the weekly vote. So who's your driver of the day, Ben?
My driver of the day today is Panda.
Go for Panda.
I think he's had a great race. Obviously starting on, I believe, P3.
P3, yeah, got into the lead for a while.
Yeah, it's obviously lost the position to Deluxey, but still saved a lot of VRS. He was comfortable throughout the whole race. I believe he just had that strong pace.
So you're going to give it to Panda.
Up there.
And that'd be a nice way for him to end off the season. Obviously, as I said, was in Tier 1, but has changed to his wheel with no assists recently, and that's a good result for him to end the season.
Yeah, and no penalties as well.
No penalties as well, definitely. So that is Ben's driver of the day. Well done to everyone this season who's competed in Tier 3 that not only I've commentated on, but anyone who's been a commentator for Tier 3. Thank you to Ben, you joining me tonight, Cam, Hedgehog across the season, everyone who's joined me, Panda even joined me at one point. But yeah, thank you all for joining me for my first season of commentary, and we're going to try and end it off with some interviews.
Yes, I'll try to get them in now.
Yeah, I'll give him a message. But what a race we shot on. Was it only 3 DNFs in the end? 4 DNFs? And even then one of them was...
I believe it was
two crashes. Two crashes. I think Jacko retired in the pit lane, didn't he, after trying the soft, which fair play to him. So Liverpool fan and Deluxe won't, but I believe Panda might come in for an interview.
Have you invited them?
I'm going to just wait to see who can. I will message Panda now.
I'm just checking to see if I have them added.
Yeah, Panda wants an interview, of course he does. I've got him added, so I will get him in. Okay, Mr. Panda. The man, as some of you know, brought me into Cone and into F1 really, so nice for it to be a bit of full circle bringing him in for an interview.
Is Deluxey or Liverpool joining?
I don't think Liverpool fan can. I'm not sure about Deluxey. We will see. But I know Panda will definitely want one. Actually, I'm going to offer one out to Forster as well, as he was our champion.
Yeah.
But first of all, we'll talk to this man. Have you got voice sharing on?
You know me, of course.
Of course you have.
Love a good video.
Of course, yeah, you do, don't you? Love an overtaking to the pit lane as well.
The what?
A little overtaking to the pit lane, don't you, as well?
Oh, I do. Sorry, Forster. Sorry, James.
Yeah, but no, it's nice of you to get a podium finally. Bit of hard work as well.
It's taken so long. Look how many times I spin in the dry, and it's raining.
Raining for 45 minutes or so, and you keep it going in a straight line on probably the track it's easiest to spin on.
Yeah.
But well done.
Cheers, mate. I'm so glad I finally got some in. Deluxey was way too quick. I knew keeping him behind me I'd be fine because he was in the dirt. Yeah. But as soon as he got me, I knew he was gone. If Liverpool fan got me as well, he was definitely pulling away.
Yeah, he's definitely saving the ERS. He had a lot more than Liverpool fan in that race.
Yeah.
Liverpool fan
tried to hold on to it as much as I could. Yeah. I knew that they would only burn really on, the first DRS and the last DRS, so I knew just to use my ERS there and just savour the rest of the laps. I earned the fuel by 3 laps as well.
Yeah, I did point out at the start that you had less fuel, which maybe also helped you on the start as well, because obviously you're having a lighter car.
I saved 5 laps of fuel overall. I was +2 at the end. So.
Jeez, so you've done really well there to save your fuel. Yeah. Obviously, a couple of VSCs, no actual safety car as well.
No, I was quite surprised about that too. That would have backed everyone up but yeah, I'm so glad. As soon as I saw the rain, I thought, oh no.
It was a great start though. Couldn't really tell due to Codemaster's great camera angles, but it was a great start for you. So just bring us through that.
Oh, well, I dropped it into 3rd as quickly as I could. I saw, Verstappen did that in Imola, didn't he? Just started second,
quick short shift.
And I thought, I wonder if it'll work if I do
work in the game.
I wonder if it would, because I've not really done many starts on the wet, only France, and I just kind of average on that. But yeah, I put it up an extra gear and it just flew. And I was like, I'm nearly in the back of Deluxe. I was like, what the hell? I thought I jumped the start for starters. Yeah,
got around him and then round the outside of Infinite Glory as well, who ends up spinning out. So I mean, good day for you.
I was lucky for him. Yeah, not too bad. I'm kind of happy. It's a shame that I haven't been in tier 3 all the time, but.
Yeah, move down slowly, but obviously it is what it is.
I thought I was heading towards the academy at one point. I was so close.
You turned it around that point, so well done.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm so glad.
But we're gonna get your little friend Forster in now, because he is champion. Hey. Let's see if I can find him. Let's see if I could spell. That would be great. Got him. There we go. So there we go. Got him.
You might have to. Oh no, he's probably got his on Sheeran. I know he talks.
He should do. Yeah, he did apologise, saying he won't mess up this time. But here he is. Everyone, tier 3 champion. Hello, mate. I thought I'd bring you in as our champion to round off the season.
Thank you. I'm doing quite well at getting in the interviews without actually finishing.
Actually doing it
twice now.
Yeah, well, I gave you one after you won it, and then I've given you one now just due to round it off. You know, a nice full circle of a season.
Thanks.
I think it's only us two anyway. I think that's why.
Yeah, nah, did say I was going to give him one, but yes. You've done well, obviously, all season. Been nice and consistent. Finished off today, probably not how you'd want to finish off the season, but
Nah, I'm not great in the wet. So a 7th. I was just basically I followed McConey round for the whole of that race. No,
yeah,
didn't do anything.
That.
Just followed
Got
him.
past him towards the end, didn't
catch
you?
Him. Yeah, but I had the penalty. He let me go. He could have fought me harder. He definitely let me know if he knew he'd get the spot back. But
yeah.
But, did you get my message, Panda?
Oh, here we go.
What after the race or?
Yeah, no, I've just sent you one.
Yeah, but
I'm just
just
wondering
what
happened.
How dare you? I'm genuinely on my wheel.
Going back to controller. Tap, Mr. Panda.
Yeah, but I'd be worse on the controller because it just goes 0 to 100%, so you can't actually do anything in the web.
Oh yeah, because you use X and square, don't you? So
I use X and square to accelerate and brake,
but
which is the OG.
I'm useless in the wet.
Yeah,
absolutely useless. So I'll take that as a result.
Yeah, good result. And quickly, I just want to bring up Hungary and a certain pit lane. Whilst you're both here.
Yeah.
What was your reaction to that one, Mr. Forster?
I had a bit of a meltdown at the time because, so I get that you can overtake going into the pit lane, but I didn't realise you could do it with the safety car was out. And of course,
you can always do it between those two lines. Yeah,
it's not like there's no delta or anything.
Yeah.
So who knew? But never mind. It all come good in the end.
All come good. Got your championship. Panda gets his interview for getting a podium.
Yes.
So
finally.
Yeah.
Is that your first one?
Well, this season.
This season, yeah.
Because obviously I kept dropping tiers, didn't I?
Yeah, slowly, one by one.
I was never getting it on 1 and 2, and then I was terrible until now.
So Panda is the question.
Well, actually, I'd have been alright, but I kept spinning, didn't I?
So Panda is the question.
Yes, you do.
Is it going to be a championship fight for Tier 3 next season for you? Is that the plan?
If we're both together, I'd love to have it with James.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a rerun of the previous season. What season was that where we were
2
both
seasons ago. It was season 2. Yeah, season 2.
Who knows?
Season 3 I was 2 on,
nice.
We both finished on 179 points each, didn't we?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
that was good. And the lead swapped like so many times in that last race.
It did. Well, no, and the race it did, because all sorts went on. Yeah,
I had to catch back up. I was like 8 places behind where I needed to be, and I caught up in the end on the softs. And the fastest lap as well got stole in the last second. By someone I can't remember, which brought us back to the same points. But luckily, I had more wins.
Counterback. So a bit of an old rivalry here, a bit of history in this one.
Oh, big time.
We just come back around.
Big time.
We just come back
it's full circle.
The USA, we had a little bump.
Oh yeah, that was a very funny one that I caught. On stream I couldn't tell, I caught it quite late, so it just looked like Forster turned into Panda and he'd gone round. But I saw it afterwards and Panda's just spun and hit you.
He pit maneuvered me.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. But I've got a big eye on the Constructors' Championship because
you got a big swing tonight. Big swing.
But
gets
Tier
40.
1. Yeah. Tier 1, we're 18th and 20th at the minute. I've got no idea what's happened.
Ferg messed it up. After trying to banter me all week, Ferg's messed it up. Love to see it.
I don't know what they're doing, but it's kind of down to them now.
It's gone wrong in Tier 2, though, from what I've seen for Merc, so It's up and down all over the
yeah,
shop.
we've edged it in
gonna be close.
3 and 2. Obviously, Deluxe had a great result.
So you
here
got.
for us,
So
which
where
was
did you
good.
finish quickly?
I was 7th in the end, 1 place behind McConey. So we've probably gained, I don't know, like 38 points or something on
So
it.
40 and you finished what, 7th? Did you say?
I think, yeah.
54 minus 17. Live maths going on with me, which isn't going to go well. 54 minus 17. 37 point swing there.
Right,
But
and we
there's
were 10 behind.
You was
so that's
20 behind.
27
You was
up.
20 behind coming into tonight.
Were we 20?
After the academy race, you were then 20 behind.
Ah, right, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was
before it was
15, but yeah, anyway. But
I think it's 20. We've
Yeah.
got a live table in the commentary chat which says it's 20.
right, okay. Well, we need tier 1 to pull their finger out, basically. It's just
Yeah, which has
Nathan.
been
Nathan's
funny
always
because-
Where's the mix in tier 1 at the moment?
Ferg's been taking the mick
so
out of
the-
me all week, saying he's going to get the Racing Point boys to do us in, and then he's gone and
So the Mercs are 6th and 19th, and the Racing Points are 18th and 20th.
How long to go though?
11 laps.
Oh, not long then. So
And there's a current safety car, so they're
Ooh,
kind
anything
of
to
as
do.
they
Oh,
stand
so
at the
they
moment.
could come back.
yeah,
Oh,
easily.
yeah,
could
but
push back
they're all
through.
just pitted, so they're all on the same fresh tyres to the end.
Oh, so really, and there's not much of
last
a pace
first
difference
couple
up
of
and down. Not a lot of pace difference up and down the field.
You know what?
Yeah, they're all
It's
quite-
30 seconds on the back for some reason. I don't know what's happened.
You might have had a pit.
Uh,
you might
yeah,
have done
may
like
have
what
done.
I did and pitted twice. If you started on mediums, went soft, and then go back to mediums after doing
Well,
one lap.
he was on the hards before he was just pitted for softs. So,
Yeah.
who knows? But anyway, it's probably not a very exciting interview.
No,
just
just
watch
well,
tier 1. Watch
yeah,
tier
go
1.
watch tier 1. But yeah, I was just going to say thank you for
They were trying to
obviously-
hit like the 2 hours.
yeah, thank you for having me involved, obviously, with tier 3 commentary, and who knows where
No,
I'll
thank
end
you
up
for doing
next. Because
Yeah,
obviously,
Oh, who knows where we'll end up next? I
Yeah,
suppose it
true.
depends on the pace tests.
yeah, the
Josh
new
is probably
next
gonna be
waiting
tier
for
2,
shush. Got Cone Cup, and we've got F1 2021 to come, and then we'll go from there. And I will,
Yeah,
if need
exactly.
be, turn off all assists so I can remain in the academy. But
Mate, that's what I did. I dropped from tier 1 all the way down. Removing
Exactly.
everything.
But
That's the way to do
yeah,
it.
thank you for joining me, as well as Ben. Thank you for joining me as well. And yeah, thank you all for he probably has. But thank you all for listening for the last 2 hours every week for the last however many races I've done since like Japan, I think it is. So yeah, thank you all for having me, and thank you boys for the interviews. And go
No,
watch
thank you
tier
for doing
1.
it.
Love you, mate.
Thank you, much appreciated. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see where we end up in the constructors.
We will. Everyone go watch tier 1. Anyway,
Yeah.
alright, thank you.
Good
all.
stuff.
Yeah.